Okej, nu sitter vi här med världens största legend, Biff Byford i Saxon. Och vi har med mig Anders.
Hey.
Hey. Hey Biff.
Hey.
So, what about Sweden? You're back again. Do you know for how many times have you been here?
Sweden Rock?
Yes.
I don't know. We were here 4 years ago. Must be about 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
I think Motorhead were here more than we were.
Yeah.
I think Mickey got a gig every year here.
Yes.
For Motorhead.
Yeah.
They were the house band.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've been quite a few times.
Yes.
I think our fans in Sweden are on the internet a lot saying, bring Saxon.
All the times. And since '83, when I saw you the first time in Gothenburg, how many times have you been here since? Not kidding with you.
Don't know.
Yeah. No, it's been. Do you consider Sweden as, I shouldn't say second home, but is it?
Well, yeah, it's one of the big. It's one of the big. I mean, Scandinavia generally has always been great for Saxon, but I think Sweden has always been the number one place in this part of the world. You know, it was always like England, Sweden, Germany were our biggest areas. Italy was very big for us, you know. So but we love Sweden. It was the first time we played in an arena in Sweden. You know the story. We came with the small PA from the 2,000-seater, 3,000-seater venues in England, and turned up in Stockholm at the Ice Stadium with like 12,000 people or something, and it was a bit like the Beatles. I mean, you couldn't hear the PA for the audience. So great times, really good memories.
Yes. So Anders, should you start out with a question or?
Okay. You know, we always have these defying moments when we realize that rock is going to be in our life. I have mine. What is yours?
Well, mine was. I didn't really have a big rock defining moment. I had a friend whose brother was in a band, and they played blues music. And I think I used to watch the band play in the rehearsal room. It was like an old chapel.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I think that was my defining moment. I wanted to play music.
How old were you?
I would be 15 maybe, 14, 15. So my father bought me a guitar. So I started learning to play guitar first. I wasn't a singer when I first started. I was a guitarist. Because you know, all singers want to be guitarists and all guitarists want to be singers, you know that. Some lucky guys play guitar and sing, so got the best of both worlds. Or the worst of both worlds. But yeah, so that was my defining moment, I think.
Oh yeah.
About defining moments, I took with me, of course, the new album, and we should speak a little about that one. But before, you will probably kick my ass now because I like this one.
Yeah, this was a big album in Sweden. Actually.
Yes, it was, because there was a lot of people who liked this kind of melodic rock.
That's right. So you know, it didn't work in America, but it worked in Sweden. I think.
Was it thought to be the American album for you?
Pardon?
Was it thought to be the American?
No. It's just. We just thought that the heavy metal thing we were playing, we just wanted to try something a bit different, and we became a little bit better songwriters. Whether that's good or not, I don't know. I mean, but it's a great album. This, I think the running order's crazy. I think it should have been Back on the Streets first, Devil Rides Out second, but it sort of gave the album a little bit of a more mellow feel. Because it starts with Rocking Again, which is quite.
I think it stands the time, actually.
Pardon?
I think it stands the time for what it is.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's people buy it. It's up there with some of the great ones.
So if you look in this, I think this is a cool question. By the way, we discussed it before, Anders and me. If we look at the back catalog, so to speak, the first 10 albums.
Yeah.
Can you rank them yourself? Is it hard for you to say which is your favorite album of Saxon on the first?
No, not really. I like Denim and Leather. It's a great album. Power and the Glory, again, was the first album we made in America. So for us, it was like such a big deal to live in America for like 4 months. we all had American girlfriends and did the American thing, which is great for a working class band from Yorkshire to achieve that. But yeah, so I like both them albums. I think they're probably the best. I mean, Crusader's a great album as well. I mean, there's many great albums here. You know, I mean, Destiny was probably a bit disappointing production-wise and song-wise, but I think by then the chemistry was changing within the band.
It's a part of the music industry changing.
Yeah, so you know, it was a bit strange. So, but we did come back with an album called Solid Ball of Rock.
Yes, it was.
Which was a great album. You know, so you know, we do learn from our mistakes.
You have been working since '79. I mean, you had the ups and downs.
That's right.
But I mean, you had a pretty solid way.
Yeah, it's like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
You know.
What do you think is the thing that kept Saxon going from '79 to 2017?
Well, obviously the fans kept us going. The record companies were very, very supportive at that time. I mean, at the end of our EMI contract, Virgin Records in Germany came to us and said, "We want to sign you. We think, you know, your career could go back up again." And so we signed with Virgin, and that's where Solid Ball of Rock came from.
Oh, yeah.
From that signing. That was the first Virgin album. So yeah, I mean, the thing is, you're only going to ever have great success when you have a great team. And if you've got a great team, you can keep that team together for many years, then you'll have great success. But you know, our team changed a few times, but actually the team we had in '89, '90, when Solid Ball of Rock came out, was a great team.
Yeah. That is pretty much the same as it is now. Yeah.
Speaking about the new album, or the latest one, it's actually 2 years ago. When can we expect a new one?
The new one is coming in January 2018, and it's going to be called Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
Same producer.
Same producer, yeah.
Because that was a change for you. 2 albums before you
well,
actually.
Andy worked on Sacrifice, the album before this.
Yeah.
He mixed it.
Yeah, and then he produced this one.
He produced this one. Yeah.
Why did you?
With me actually. But
you took a slight bit harder or more harder producer sound-wise.
Andy loves the 80s though.
He does.
Oh, he loves the 80s.
Because he produced so much.
Well, he just loves the 80s. It's from that era.
Yeah.
You know, he grew up like in Priest and Saxon and all those bands. And you know, he is a modern engineer. You know, he works with people like you know, Killswitch Engage, and he does all a Man of Math albums.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's a great for us because he can make it. You know, we don't want to sound old.
No.
We want to retain the spirit of the 80s, but we want to be making albums that are like competitive with the modern sound. So he's perfect for bands like us. He's doing Judas Priest at the moment. It'll be perfect for them because they're the same as we are.
It's a great thing, way to go.
I mean, he does accept, but he doesn't do accept the same as he does Saxon.
No.
You know what I mean? Because accept are into that rock and roll thing, whereas we're heavier than accept, I think.
And I must say the latest album, I think the new physical album market with vinyls, with box sets and nice sleeves and
nice
everything.
Books,
it's a new way of thinking. How important is packaging for you these days?
I think we actually started all this packaging. Actually, I mean, there's a DVD called the Saxon Chronicles.
Yes.
Which is actually a book, and that was all our idea to do that. And people sort of saw that and went, yeah, you know, you can spend a lot of money on the packaging and the artwork, and people will buy it, rather than just doing like some cheap airbrush, you know, that costs 15 quid. You know, then spend a bit of money on the artwork. Have a real artist do it for you, or a real, you know, somebody that works in art generally, and it will be great because people will buy it as a separate piece of art. You know, and that's where we actually pioneered that sort of thing. You know.
Because this was actually I think it was #1 on the Swedish Hard Rock list, and it was high up on the physical sales chart as well. So
Good.
it's fun. It's a good way to go.
Yeah, I mean, Sweden loves us again. So
Yeah.
what can I say?
Any more news about the new album? Is it going to be only your lyrics as usual, or
Yeah, just been my lyrics. Yeah.
you consider your lyrics as a big part of the, because you write all the songs together with the band?
Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
This one is written by the band, more or
But
less.
no, most of these songs are written by me and Nibs, the bass player.
Okay.
There's a few songs written by all of us, but Battering Ram, Devil's Footprint, and Queen of Hearts, me and Nibs did those. That's not to say the boys didn't put their bits in there,
No.
but the original writing was done by me and Nibs. Generally because we had more time, for whatever reason. So yeah.
Okay.
So the new one is pretty similar really, but the boys, we've written some songs with the band. We've just done that. That's where we came from today. We came from Brighton, we've been rehearsing there, writing, so yeah.
And today you also signed a book at the book signing store over
Yeah.
there. Could you tell us something about that before we end the interview?
Well, it's been out quite a while.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've ever done a book signing. Actually, so I was a bit surprised about that, but yeah, it's a good book. It's really an autobiography. It's not really all about Saxon, it's about me. There might be a Saxon one in the pipeline, maybe.
Okay. Written by yourself or someone?
No, I think
outside
somebody's
the
going to
box?
write it for us. We haven't got time. I mean, basically what they want is everybody to put down their story, and then he's going to put the book together, yeah? So I've already done mine. The boys haven't even started yet.
Oh, but that's
So,
cool.
We better kick him.
Okay, thank you a lot, Biff, for taking the time
Okay.
to do this, and kick their ass out tonight.
Should be good.
Oh yeah.
All right, what song are you starting with tonight?
This one,
This one,
Battering Ram.
and ending up with
I don't know. I don't know. Saxon shows are a little bit. We don't know where we end up.
Oh, that's
We
good.
know where we start, but we don't know where we end up.
That's a
cool.
nice one. Yeah.
So
It should always be like that.
it should be, yeah.
Yeah.